Hi friends, Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. And I am hunkered down and cozy. It is a whopping like 21 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. And that's our high. The low, I think, is definitely in the teens. It's definitely been cooler in the past, but it's chilly and the birds are staying in their huts these days. So this is my second time recording because my darn microphone went out again. One of these days I will figure this out. I don't edit videos. I don't ever want to edit videos. I don't know how to, and I just don't want to take the time to do so. Actually, I love to learn new things, but I just don't want to learn that. So I hope you're here for a unfiltered, unedited little video, and I am wearing my Stephen West mystery knit along from like 2 years ago, I think, shawl, because it is downright chilly. We have our fire going in our fireplace, but I tell you what, it's cold, so I have a nice hot beverage that is now lukewarm because, like I said, I recorded this already. But this is Bombay chai from Tea with Tay. Um, Not sponsored. I purchased it, so I hope you have something cozy to sip on if it's chilly by you as well. All right, so we will get into the, oh, first of all, if you are new here, I know I have some new viewers. Welcome, and definitely feel free to subscribe if you like content about hand-dyed yarn, spinning, knitting, sometimes crochet. Definitely, the fiber arts is my wheelhouse, and if you enjoy that as well, please feel free to subscribe. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos, and I do try to post weekly. So, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. And we will, first of all, when it comes to shop update and of things, there's not really anything new in the shop, but I am working on some things. I'm not going to really say too much about it because it is a process and it will take me a little bit of time to get there. But fun things are coming. So definitely make sure you subscribe to the newsletter as well if you want to be notified about those new things that as they are announced. I do put it on there. And if there's any like promotions or anything, that's all through the newsletter. So you can do that by going to multifariousnature.com and subscribing there. If you have any questions or you want me to add you to the subscription list, definitely contact me through that website, and I am more than happy to add your email to the newsletter list. And I'll be really glad to be able to share those fun things with you. All right, so we'll get into the works in progress. No finished objects, but we do have works in progress. I have been working very diligently on my Habitation throw by Helen Stewart. I have so enjoyed it. She is just, oh, her pattern is such a joy. If you've never done the Habitation throw, I do recommend it as a relaxing knit. So I am using my Wool Swap Advent Calendar with Robin out of Quebec, Canada. And I'm going to show this to you guys, and I'm going to cover my face. I'm sorry you won't be able to see me talking as I talk, but it's enormous. Like, it's it's huge. Can you see how big that was? It's just enormous. So I am working my way down. We're doing decreasing now, and I am on color day 21. So I have 24 colors, so I'm almost done, which is good because I need these needles for another pattern that I started. I did cast on a new pattern. So I am not mid-row, so you can really kind of see this here. This is going to be 52 inches. It's huge, and this is the size a throw should be. Like in my opinion, this is the size a throw should be. The smaller version, which is 40 inches, is really cute. I think it's 40 or 42. I think it's 40 inches. Yeah, 40 inches, I'm pretty sure. And that's a really good baby blanket size. It's like a little lap blanket. It's very small, but great for a baby blanket. If you want a throw size, like if you're thinking like a lap throw, this is like a throw size. I would do the larger version, which is the new version. So she has two on there now. That was an addition, I think, last year. I think she added it. So highly recommend the large size. It's, oh, it's so nice. I am, as I said, almost done. And now you can really see, so this is the color that was very similar in my mind at first glance, but it is different. So the Odette colorway, which I have dyed up, this is Multifarious Nature colorway, is more of a pearlescent, like silvery blue-gray color. And then this is the color that I am currently using. So it's definitely different. It is a darker gray. It has some fun colors in there. And you really notice it when, I think when it's done, you'll be able to see the difference. It'll look probably more like a shade, like a shadow in this area, but I think it's still, it looks good. It's enough of a contrast that I think it'll be fun. And I really have to say, I love the idea and I love it in action using a singular contrast color throughout. If you're using a 10-gram mini advent with the large size Helen Stewart Habitation throw. It worked so well to make it very cohesive, even though the colors are all quite different. There are some that are like here, this is pretty cohesive, but none of it's like a fade. And so I really think that having that one cohesive color through the whole piece really makes it seem cohesive and a fun scrappy blanket. And I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. I've been working on this at my lunches. I've been working on it for breakfast. I've been working on it at dinner time. After dinner. I have been working on this basically every single day and I love it. Yeah. This past weekend, I worked a little on my new project, but I had to stop because, like I said, I need these needles. So yeah, these are the 4-square needles by Knit Picks. I really enjoy them. It's nice to work with a square needle when you work with metal round ones all the time. It's just a nice change for your hands. So really enjoying that. And I gotta just keep on knitting on it until I'm done because I need to get those needles because we have a trip coming up, which is exciting. And if I want to bring knitting, it'll need to be a small project because I don't want to bring something massive in my luggage. All right. So here's the new project that I'm working on. The new cast on is a project, I think I talked about it last week, is the Woodland Fern Hat. The designer is Colora Hudson, and it was, yeah, While They Play Designs, which it's so cute, and it's got this like fern pattern of lace on it. It's really pretty. I'm excited because I cast this on with a really nice neutral, and guess what? It was from that Advent. So my Advent swap partner, Robin, gave me a 25th day. It was a 24-day Advent, and not only was it a 25th day, but she gave me a full-size skein, which was so generous of her. I love it. It's a singles yarn by Suburban Stitcher, and it's a really pretty cream, like kind of a cream color. It is kind of, I would say it's slightly speckled, but it's speckled very subtly with really soft colors. You cannot see it because it is so blindingly bright because of the snow outside. But it's just, trust me, it's like a cream color. It's really beautiful. And so I'm combining that with this yarn that I got because the pattern calls for a fingering and a lace weight, like mohair held with it. And so I'm using a mohair blend that I got from the thrift store. This was such a treasure. I've made an entire sweater out of this. It's like a creamy peach color. And so I'm holding that with that cream, and it creates this really cozy, warm cream color. It's really pretty. And because it's such a subtle speckled cream color as the primary fingering weight by Suburban Stitcher, it really is going to be so nice for this pattern. I don't think this pattern would be great for speckled, like heavily speckled contrast speckles, and I don't think it would be great for like variegated yarn because the lace would just get lost. And when you put that much time into lace work, you want it to be visible. So I love how this color is turning out. I think they are marling together beautifully, and it's such a nice subtle contrast that they really, it's not like a heavy contrast. They go really nicely together. So it's just going to be super cozy. I haven't made myself a hat in a while. So, I mean, I think it's been at least a year, if not 2 years, since I've made a hat for myself. I have a really soft Angora hat that I made like a year or so ago. And yeah, I think it's been about a year. So I'm excited to cast on another fun new little pattern. And this will be really nice to take on a trip with us. And it's a nice change from socks. I like knitting socks now, like a lot, now that I do 2 at a time socks, but it's just really fun to have like a little hat going. And um, these needles, they're interchangeable, and you use one size for the ribbing, and then you go up a size for the main part of the hat, and or it's up 2 sizes. And so I need I need the needles from my other one, but I don't want to take those needles until I am done with my Habitation throw. I'm kind of trying to be really diligent about that, because it's like, get that done and then I can use those needles. I'm trying. We'll see. I think I have the strength, but it is hard because I really want to continue working on the hat as well. Anyway, the other thing I've been working on is my book. I finished reading it. The Once Upon a December by Amy Reichert. I did finish it. It was really cute. It was a really cute book. Definitely was like a Hallmark movie. I would say a little bit racier than a Hallmark movie, but not too over the top. Like, I know there are more racy books out there, but it definitely, was racier than a Hallmark movies are pretty, like, they don't get racy usually. Hallmark movies don't. And so this one is a little more, romance stuff going on there, but it's not bad. It was really cute, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a fun little book. Um, and yeah, the last couple chapters, a lot happened. It was like a lot happened. Let me just say that it got a little wild. It was really cute. It was really cute. So, but I finished it. I finished a book in a week, like, or a little over a week, like a week and a half. Sorry, I've got like a tickle in my nose. I can't get rid of it. All right. Anyway, so that kind of leads me to life update end of things. So I'm just cruising through the second recording. This is what happens every single time. It takes me forever the first time, and then I have a malfunction, and then all of a sudden we're good. Okay. So, like I said, every year I don't really do like resolutions, but I have goals for myself, and I just kind of reevaluate where I'm at with things, what my hopes are for the year. And so one of my things I wanted to do a lot last year was focus on using up yarn that I have, like using up this wonderful fiber that I have. And it's hard when you have hand dyed yarn, because you're constantly dyeing new colors that you want to work with. And so that is really difficult. But I did, and by doing that Advent, I've used these new yarns. And so I have more new yarns from my other Advent, right, that I need to work with. That being all said, this year my goal, well, not only just a goal, it's kind of a need to do. Because of adoption and the whole process of all of that, we have really had to evaluate our finances and everything. And I don't like to talk about that part very much, because it's extremely touchy. For anyone, that's touchy. But that being said, we really have to cut back on certain things. And so buying lots of yarn and things like that, as much as I enjoy it, it's just cannot happen right now. So yeah, so like I said, I did the book box for Woolberry, which was so fun, and it was such a treat. I will, because in December, for February's box, the purchase went through, so I will be stopping after that. I would love to start it back up again, but February will be the last book box I do for a while, because, like I said, finances. So so it's just not a priority. Like really, there are things that are more important right now. So I am looking forward to that book, whatever that is, and the little goodies that come with it. But that will be the last book box or book society box that I do this year, at least for the foreseeable future at the moment. That can always change, but yeah. So there will be a spot opening if anybody wants to join, and I'm sure she'll put out a thing, a call for openings coming up because there will be an opening. But anyway, that being said, though, that really has inspired me to get into reading. I really want to get back into reading more. So that is one of my priorities. My other priority is just trying to get more physically active with exercise. So we're very physically active on our property. There's like some crazy racket going on outside because we have a bunch of birds and critters. So our birds, we have chickens. We have a lot of chickens. We just got a bunch of bantams from our neighbor. 6 bantams that are female, 2 roosters that are female or that are male bantams, and so they're tiny little birds. And then we have 2 chickens, 2 ducks. So we got a lot of birds, a lot of birds. But they've been staying in their hut, and they're not a lot of hard work. It's cleaning up after them in the winter, especially. It's harder work. But that's like labor work, right? That's not exercise. That's not endurance. So for now, I really need to focus on getting some like exercise. And I mean like 15 minutes a day at least for like at least 3 times a week is my goal, just to get myself more healthy. Um, I know this is a very triggering topic for a lot of people. So I am just saying for myself, my body right now isn't functioning very well where it's at. And I think everybody needs to just evaluate that for themselves. I don't exercise regularly, which I need to do. I used to always do that. Um, so I haven't done that for years. And I also haven't done other things. My phone is ringing. And so that's brutal because my husband's not home right now. So that might be him. So I feel really bad. I'm gonna have to call him back because I need to finish recording. Anyway, oh, that's frustrating. So anyway, this book that's gonna distract the daylights out of me because I really want to not leave him hanging. I'm sure it's not an emergency. Um, anyway, so I'm also reading this book now, Dracul. We are getting through it. It's really fun. It's really dark. It's creepy, very creepy. But if you're looking for a fun book with some interesting stuff going on, I definitely would recommend it. It's very creepy though. But yeah, getting through that and enjoying it. Oh goodness, I really need to call him back though because I think we need to order dinner. Jeez, this is life, right? And I don't edit my videos, so we're not going to re-record this. This is not going to be re-recorded. This is the second recording. I have volume, so we're still good. Anyway, I do recommend getting into reading and stuff if you haven't in a while. I really try to read at least 15 minutes a day, if not like 30 minutes if I really can. That's tricky, but I try to at least do like 15 minutes a day. And that I've done this whole week. I did that and it was so good. It was really good. I've actually made progress. Like I am making progress through this enormous book, and it gave me a lot of confidence with this book. So I have to thank Bethany um, from Woolberry. I really have to thank her because getting through that book, like like following and trying to read so I get the goodies and everything, really got me into books again, and that is important to me. So I am now going to start working through these books. We have all these wonderful books in our little library in our house that we've collected over the years, and I've wanted to read them. I just don't make a priority. And so I'm making it a priority this year to do more reading, to do some exercise, like at least 3 times a week, to really get myself healthy so that I feel good, because I've had a lot of hormone stuff going on in general, and that messed with my body a lot. And it's been rough. So I'd like to get myself in a healthy place where I feel really good again and have great energy and everything. So that being said, I'm going to have to wrap this up because I think he wants me to get a pizza ordered because he's going to pick it up. So there we go. This is a wrap. This video is going to be ridiculous. And if you made it this far, I'm so grateful for you. You know, my videos don't always get this wonky at the end, but there's always something interesting because I do not edit my videos. So if anything, it will be entertaining. I hope. Life is not perfect, and I am here for it. You know, we're gonna go through this little rodeo together. So I hope you guys are well. I hope you're staying healthy, happy, and I hope you're creating. And as far as healthiness goes, my cold has been kicked, and thank you, fermented honey garlic. If you check out my last video, you can get the recipe that I used for that, and I highly recommend it. If you don't feel well, as long as you don't have like major adverse reactions to garlic, it's good stuff. Or honey for that matter. All right. Take care, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.